All right, what's up, y'all? Wednesday, the 13th of August. Feels good to be home. I actually have to go to the VA tomorrow. I got a call as a reminder. So I had to boogie down from North Carolina and boogie on up. Came home last night. I had 3 individuals give contributions. I'm gonna do a live stream later on in Todd Smith Studios. I'll give you guys a shout out. But I'm gonna talk about something. I want to talk about something today, right now. And you know, driving back home, I had an epiphany, and I had a thought. I had a thought, and I didn't realize it, but I had a thought, and I'm gonna share it with you guys today. So please hit that like button and share this video, man. A lot of you young guys need to get a lot of teachings from my wisdom. I ran some things to my head when I was driving home last night, and I'm gonna say this. As an adult, I ran into, let me say this. Oh, but I had that thing open. I'm gonna say this. 90% of the women that I ran into in my lifetime had issues. 90% of the women that I ran into in my lifetime did not have the ability to support themselves. Think about what I just said. 90% of the women that I ran into in my lifetime did not have the ability to support themselves. I only ran into 10% of the women that I ran into in my lifetime. Listen, 3 out of 5 chicks that I knew in the 90s, right, are now in their 50s and got a roommate. Got a roommate or live with their mother. 3 out of 5. I was thinking about this narrative when I was driving home last night, and I thought about Crystal Holman, my ex-girlfriend. Remember her? 35-inch chest, 29-inch waist, massive 54-inch button hips. And this woman did nothing but adopt a player's lifestyle. People, I'm gonna tell you something. Your life is a continuation of yesterday. What you're looking at right now is a 56-year-old man that managed every day of his life. What you're looking at is a 56-year-old man that said, I want the best for me, and I will execute and engage into things that when a transaction is over with, I will be better off than I was when I started engaging in that transaction. I know a lot of people at my age, both men and women, that didn't understand this narrative. They understand now. Let me tell you why they understand now. You ever see a movie that just come out? Of course you have. Just about every movie you've seen, most more times than not, just came out. First run. So let's pick a franchise that got multiple movies. Did Fast and the Furious start off with Fast and Furious 3? Did Rocky start off with Rocky 4? Every sequel has a prequel. And this is how the average female, of what I'm talking about specifically today, has lived their life. The first part of their life, it was a game, it was a joke. All they want to do was play. First part of their life. Then the second part of their life, they wanted to get serious. But hold on. If the first part of your life was just playing, shouldn't the second part of your life be playing too? And then the third part playing 3? Why is the first part of your life reckless, playing, do nothing, but just shaking, do nothing? This is Crystal Holman. Second part of your life, you trying to recall, and this is what she did. Second part of her life, around her mid-30s to 40s, she's trying to rehash old stuff. Part 3 of your life is when you hit your 50s. And what did she do? She called me back up. And then 3.5, just last year, no, I'm sorry, this year, in February, right before Thanksgiving, she texted me, I missed you. Why? You know why? Because there has been no movie that started out part 2. Every movie started off with part 1, and part 2 was the sequel to part 1. So if you run around in your life and you play games, part 1 and 2, and then when part 3 in your life you try to get serious, what type of movie are you going to have? How well is part 1 of your life's second version? Part 3, I'm sorry, how well, yeah, the part 1, second version, 2, 3, yeah. How well is part 1 of your life's second version going to be? How? What references are you making to the third stage of your life because you party hardy your life away? I watched Crystal Holman over the years try to now batten down the hatches at 56 years old, like a lot of women do, after they done played their life away, after they did nothing but play, and now they're trying to act like their life has meaning. Their life has no meaning. No meaning. No meaning. I was dumping in that Binks when we was in our 30s. I still look good for an ugly mother. I still look good. She a fat whale, midsection wide, face all bloated. She's still gabbing like part 1. She's still gabbing like part 1. Part 1 is over. I must say, part 3.5 of my life, part 3.5 of my life, or part 4 is better than the last part. Better. 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 And that's what people don't understand. That's what a lot of black people don't understand. A lot of black people that I see is doing the same thing Crystal Holman is doing. They did nothing but play their life away. They did nothing. Excuse me. They did nothing to solidify their life. Like I said, don't let the person you're going to be tomorrow be mad at the person you are today. All Crystal Holman had to do to solidify all the games and all the playing that she did in her life was hook back up with me and get to ride part 1, good life part 1, good life part 2, and good life part 3 that I put in place for myself. All that woman had to thought she was gonna do, I'm gonna come back around, say we had good sex. We did. It means nothing. Because now I know, nah, I can't give you nothing. That's what a lot of these women are doing. A lot of these women are simply saying, you know what, I partied my life away, but I can attach myself to a good man. I can attach myself to the good life. That's what these chicks are doing. That's what Crystal Holman is doing. That's why she think, that's why it was detrimental that she get back with me. It was important that she reach out to me and tell me she missed me. And I remember I was saying to her one time, I was like, I'm talking on the phone with my ex-girlfriend. Oh, you talking to your ex-girlfriend? Like, I said, stop. It is amazing how people in life, how they play games, but yet they don't seem to want to do a sequel to the games in their life. They want to play game for part 1 of their life. They want to play games in part 2 of their life. And then for some strange reason, they think that now they can get serious. So let's break that down. You now want to get serious about life at 50, right? You want to get serious about life at 50, right? Ain't nobody hiring a 50-year-old. Ain't nobody hiring me. Ain't nobody hiring me. Nobody. Listen, if I go to a job and do an interview, chances are I'm going to get interviewed by a woman. And if I do get interviewed by a woman, she only going to hire me to fuck me. She only going to hire me to say, girl, I got some new meat on the job. That's it. That's it. That's what it gets down to. That's where we at now, at 56. Ain't nobody hiring a 56-year-old person for my brain and wizardry. They already got that in place. And it's the same perspective when you look at a person 56 years old as she is, and you're saying, well, what have you did in life to build yourself up to say that I've been here for 56 years and it is adequate to my existence? It's not. She's still a renter. She done got fat and sloppy. She got an accident in her car. She was like, I hope they don't title it out because I ain't got no money to buy another car. Meanwhile, let me see if I got it saved. No, I don't have it saved. Meanwhile, I was looking at a BMW SL. I was looking at a BMW SL 555. A Mercedes-Benz SL 55. I was looking at one last night. I was like, I should buy this mug. Be car number 8. Is she hoping and praying that they don't write her car off because she ain't got no money? Her words, not paraphrasing, her words, I quote, I hope they don't write my car, I hope they don't total my car out because I ain't got enough money to get another one. I have seen women get humbled by time. I had one woman, I remember when we was in high school, said, one female said, and you probably remember the story. Yeah, I seen Chris brother. Chris brother look good. Chris, Dad, Chris, what happened to you? 35 years later, she asked to marry me. She's one of the ones that asked to marry me. Under the context of, this is how she asked. Chris, you know I'll make a good wife, right? Chris, you know me, you know I'll make a good wife, right? What you telling me for? Chris, you know I'll make a good wife, right? So, but this is what I see. And when you did nothing but party your life away, that's all you did was party. You party. When is your life going to actually begin? When is your life going to begin? It's never going to begin. Because you're playing. All right, so that's how it is, and that's life. And I'm saying this as a 56-year-old man to tell you guys, do not, under circumstances zero, think. Do not, under circumstances zero, think that you're gonna, you 18 years old and you're gonna just play your life away. You're gonna play your 20s away. You're gonna go out there and be reckless. All you're doing is stacking more weight on yourself, because let's be clear about something. Life is an uphill battle. When you get it made, when you put all the right things in life, right now, I'm living downhill. I'm living good. You know, I played my cards nice. I didn't, as an introvert, I never cared about outside pressure. That's why I have a Nissan Leaf, you know. And I remember I got into the argument with the guy. He was like, man, you got a Nissan Leaf? I said, you go up the street, you'll see 6 BMWs. You know, I don't feel no pressure. Oh, I got a Nissan Leaf. I don't feel no pressure. I don't feel no pressure saying that this shirt, I brought this shirt from Walmart damn near 10 years ago. I don't feel no pressure saying that. Why? Because I got a pair of $700 frames on. I got things in my life that I hit milestones. My high school year ring, my Christmas present for 2024. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. You know, cheap chain. What is my chain I got from Walmart probably 10 years ago as well. I don't need to be flashy and flamboyant. When I went in there, I got my $100. I pull $100. I pull $100 a day out, right? Go get my $20 tickets, and this is my spending money. $100 a day spending money. That's my life. That's where I'm at. I have a good life. A good life. And the reason why I got here is because every day of my life, I made it count. Listen, my brother posted something on Twitter. I'm sorry, TikTok. Posted something on his TikTok. Here's a guy, you know, good for him. He finally got it in life. But damn, dog, you 62 years old. You're looking at 70. 70 is up at bat. That's where you up at next. Let me go left for a second. My mom is not in a position to live right now. My mom is going through some struggles right now financially because of the way she lived, the way her aunt lived. At least my aunt was smart enough to let her husband come back home and bring 3 daughters with him, a set of twins and another girl, because all he did was go out there and crack heads. That's how he got custody. She was smart enough to let him back in. My mom got nobody. Queen of the I don't need a man club, ain't have nobody. So I was financially helping my mom. I am so glad that I love myself. It's why all these people can call me back up. It's why I don't give 2 cents about nobody in my family. What I can tell you about today, on this August the 13th, I can tell you it don't look good from, listen, my second oldest brother and I retired. Out of 6 people that was in my family, 4 kids and 2 adults, we're the only 2 that retired. My dad never retired. My mom, let me back that up. My mom retired, but under the conditions, don't really, I don't know why now. I'm looking back on it now. Like, my brother retired, his wife, he's a fireman, he was a captain, and his wife is a captain too. And they got it made. They should have it made. You know, but there's a lot of people like my mom and my oldest brother running through life, and the math will never add up. It never. You know, it will never add up. I retired when I was 39. And I'm looking at people now at 56, which was 17 years ago, right? 17 years ago. I'm now looking at people my age. Trying to, let's be clear, Crystal Holman this year, I'll be 57 this year. So this year, I had a woman that tried to reach out to me because she's still renting. She done got fat as a whale. She's still doing hair in a salon. And you know, and I know. How many women you know braid hair? Give me a second. I just thought about this. This is why it's so funny. Boy, that chick is a bum. Hold on a second. Boy, that chick is a grand bum. How many people you know? How many Shaquitas you know from the Bronx did hair and retired? How many? How many? How many? And then she get to click on my videos and look at me and be like, man, this boy doing good. Wow. Like she said, Chris, I think I messed up. No, you can drop the think. You can drop it. I am happy in my life knowing that I tried. That's why I don't care about love no more. That's why I don't, like I was saying, my mom. If my mom or my brother called me up and be like, oh, they went up on a rent in my building, I don't know where I'm gonna live out on the street, well, I'll buy you a blanket. I don't care. I don't care about nobody. I care about those two dogs in the back. I care about nobody, and don't ever think I will. I watch people don't use their third eye. I watch people just act like they was gonna do 20 years of nonsense and you just wake up and then be on easy and start building life. Like I said earlier, you ain't never seen before before part 3 of any movie, there was 1 and 2. I am watching people start the first phase of their life in their damn 40s and 50s. Think about that. So what the was you doing in your late teens, 20s, and 30s? What was you doing? Playing. Everything was a game. And for us that took everything seriously, they want to try to attach themselves to us and be like, yeah, I can latch on to him. He ain't latching on to me. That ain't happening. Really, dog? Really, with all that surround sound? Really? Pacho, get back, little buddy. Get back. I'm gonna hook you up. Yeah. So, a lot of. I watched my mom And people like her and my brother, you know, think that they're going to start the first phase of their lives when they get older. People, your time is now. Our time is now. When we die, that's it. We don't get no more time after this. We don't get no more time after this. This is it. And you know, it's the, I wish I'd have played the lottery effect. This is what I do every day. I'm back home. I brought a $20 ticket out of my money, $20 ticket, and I brought two $10 tickets every day. I got a $20 bill in my pocket. The ticket that I took, I cashed in, and that's my life. Who get the lady? You get the shortest one. Pacho, you get the longest one. Bon appetit, little fellas. And I just watched. I'm telling you, these individuals run around here and think life is a game. Thought life was a game, right? What do you do? What do you do every time you get hungry? You eat. That's what you should do. Give your body an nutrient. You should be hungry for success. You should be hungry to establish yourself. Not be so at the ready to party your life away and play games like I've seen. It is truly amazing. It is truly amazing. Thanks. Yeah, it really, it's truly amazing, right? To sit here at 56 and like I said, when I was driving up last night, I'm thinking about, and so I'm gonna tell y'all where the origins of this is coming from. I just gave you some. Here, lady. Y'all can have mine, all right? Get back. Don't think you're gonna get more. Tell y'all where this is coming from. This is coming from, in the last week and a half, I was hanging around a 90-year-old woman. And I got to watch the future of people. And I got to watch life when you are on your highs, when your brain starts to diminish, I got to watch an elderly person, I got to watch an elderly person navigate herself through life and don't see the stages in life where she has diminished. Don't even see it. And right? The stages in her life where she diminished. She don't even see it. Right? And I'm sitting down there and I'm like, I don't want that to be me. So I'm gonna tell you what I realized. What I realized in life is this. You're gonna reach a consciousness high, and then you're gonna start to decline. When you get older, your consciousness declines. And right around 55 to 60 to 70 to 75, you're trying to level it out. You're trying to level it out. You're trying to hold on to the old you, and unfortunately, you have to introduce yourself to the new you. Right? The old you, when you were younger, now you have to introduce yourself to the new you. And I'm watching what happens when you don't tell yourself you're getting old. So it's the same perspective that I see with these. My brother, I seen it with my mama and Crystal Holman. These individuals, they never told themselves, well, what about tomorrow? What about the person I'm gonna be tomorrow? They never gave that a thought. Now these individuals are old. These individuals got more years behind them than they got in front of them. And I watched at 90, and then look at individuals in their 50s and 60s and say, oh, I can see it. I can see it. People, I'm gonna end it with this, and I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm gonna thank y'all. Like I said, I got 3 individuals that gave contributions to my Cash App. 2 gave to the Cash App, 1 gave to the Venmo. I'm gonna leave the links below the video. I'm gonna leave the name. I'm gonna get the names, and I definitely appreciate you guys. I'm gonna end it with this. A lot of people that I've seen don't do what I do. Do you know that I take an inventory of my conscious state of mind? I do. I take inventory of my conscious state of mind, and here's what I mean. I got a king size bed. My bedroom is small, and my king size bed only leave about 2 feet a room on each side, and so my footboard, my bed sits high off the floor, and my footboard has the corners. Sometimes when I go around the in between at the wall to make the bed up on that side, the corners, my thigh hits the corner. Boop. Damn. Let me tell you why that happens. The reason why that happens is because what happens when you get older, your brain shuts off that little part of you to say, look at the corner right there. Your thigh gonna hit that, right? When I was down there in North Carolina this week, I go running in the morning, but I ran one morning and fell. In the middle of me falling, my brain said, stop trying to stop the fall, brace for the fall, or control the fall. This is when I knew that I still had some youth and I had some conjugative thinking left. Am I saying that word right? Conjugative, you know. And so as I was falling, and right at the last minute, with my core, I twisted myself, and I was falling on my left, but I rolled, falling on my right, but I rolled to my left, right? I said, woo. Then I thought about the accident that I had last year when I was on my Honda and messed my leg up because I was riding in the morning. It was still condensation from the night, the morning dew. on the ground, and I'm throttling up and then going around and almost dropped the bike. But then I thought about 15 years ago when that happened, I was on my Suzuki. But I used to get up in the morning and go out, and I thought about when I was conscious of the morning dew. And last year, I wasn't conscious of it. So I said, what happened? How do you fix this deterioration of cognitive thinking? How do you fix it? Slow down. Think. When you're young, you're moving fast. Stop. Just think. When I make my bed, when I make my bed up now, I slow down. Yeah, I gotta slow down and watch. Oh, let me clear my thigh. I'll do a video in my bedroom one day and show y'all. Right? My house is only 1,281 square feet. Cool for me and those two guys. Cool. But I hit my bed. I hit my thing. Anyway, slow down. When I was working out, when I went running, I was trying to ground and run at the same time. That's cool to do. But I'm in North Carolina on 3 acres. The grass is wet. There's so much condensation. I didn't think about that. And when I went to turn, my body said, you can't do this. Not on wet grass, slick. Morning dew, I fell last week. Morning dew, I fell on my bike last year. 15 years ago, was conscious of morning dew. It's a shame to see a bunch of old people my age, now they're conscious, full alert on stuff that they ain't got the energy to execute now. Now they're conscious of the fact that they are a renter. They're conscious of the fact that they are never retired. They're conscious of the fact that they don't have a career. When in fact, you don't got the energy to produce and correct none of that. Thanks for listening, y'all. See y'all tonight.